Hey, it's Joseph here. Today we've got a total of 3 boxes, one big one, a middle size, and a small one. And these products have been arrived from Weeylite. And I only know that it is gonna be some sort of light, and I need to somehow put this together and showcase to you. And they have sent me this product for this showcase purposes, so I just wanted to disclose that information. But without further ado, let's get all of this unboxed and just kind of test it on screen. And I believe it'll be easiest to start with the smallest one. This one is WB2 battery adapter, and I'm guessing it is some product to power your devices. In here we've got some sort of a cable barrel plug on both sides, and we've got some reading to do for the manual. And then inside of this plastic wrap we've got this where you see battery mount. It is mostly plastic, but the back plate is actually metal. And also you got 1/4 thread to thread into something. It's got USB-C input on one side and then DC output on the center over here. So I guess you just kind of plug that in and then plug this onto whatever the device that you're trying to supply the power to. Okay, let's leave that aside. And then the Softbox box could kind of remain as boxed for a bit whilst we go ahead and open this bigger box. Inside of the brown box we've got nice carrying case. You can even get the strap for it. Nice. It is pretty well built, and it's got Weeylite logo over here with zippers. And let's open up the zippers. And up here we've got the strap for your shoulder, manual to read, and that's it for the top section over there. And then we've got, starting from here, here's the power supply, AC/DC adapter, and the output is 18 volt by 5 amperes, so that would be 90 watt. And the cable to connect the power supply. Let me just kind of show you what's in there. So I just took out stuff out of here and then just basically connect one end over here. Okay. And I suppose this little thing could replace this one if you were to power with a battery. And then the section over here has the reflector. And I also pulled out a remote. So it's got the remote for RC11, change GRP mode, minus and plus button. And it doesn't come with a battery. It has silica gel inside. So I guess I'll need to provide AAA batteries. AAA batteries, the rechargeable batteries. Put that in there. And I suppose you can just turn it on, and it just turns on. And just change the brightness somehow. Yeah, there's a percentage that's going up and down, but we'll test it once we actually turn the device on. It is wrapped in the plastic bag. So I guess you just kind of clamp it on to the light itself, and then somehow mount a different type of reflector of some kind on here. And then here is a main light. This is what the unit looks like. Metal build, quite nice. So you can just mount it like so, and then it's got a giant LED light in here. In order to open that, you just press the button on top here, and then that will release the mount. And then you can just turn it to open to expose the LED light. And here it said the warning, remove before use. So I removed it and then mount the reflector. And then it just locks in place. It doesn't come off. And here is a perforated panel for heat dissipation. On this side it says Weeylite, and then it's got holes for 1/4 holes. And I'm assuming, I did not read manual, but I'm assuming this mounts on here. Coincidentally, it has screws for 1/4 as well. Yep, easy as I expected. It just mounts on there, and then this short cable goes to the back of the unit. And on the back it has some sort of display with a knob here, and then the mode button, USB Type-C port for whatever reason, and then you can turn it on and off, and nothing else other than that. And to be specific, this is Weeylite Ninja 300, so I'm expecting lots of light out of this unit. I wonder if I can power this device with USB Type-C, because you could provide more than 75 watts via USB Type-C, but that might just be for data transfer for firmware update of some kind. Anyways, you can also change the mode that way, and then this dial itself clicks, so I suppose you can select certain things in that way. And I think that is it in the content of this bag. And I got myself a tripod so I can just mount it and showcase to you how it all works together. Okay, and then this thing goes on top like this and then mounts like that. And here I've got two tiny little batteries. I don't think it's gonna last for a long time, but we can at least power for a bit. So I can at least showcase battery powered option. Basically mount it on there like so. Quite neat, isn't it? And you can see there's a little panel that shows you the battery percentage. 98%, the other one is 88%. So that is really easy to see what power level each battery has. By the way, after I have recorded the initial session, I was testing out a few things more and also reading through the manual. And actually it states that I can install these two batteries, and there is a little switch over here. Either you can go in or out. You can switch that up or down, and when you flip it to the in position, you can just connect to USB-C that is down here and charge both of these batteries. And you can see that there's a split of battery indicator here stating how much of a percentage I have for both of these batteries. And then if you flip it down to out position, it is powering out. Therefore, it is combined into one, and then it powers through here. And that's what I was missing. Basically, you just gotta flip it to out position and then just connect to back of the device here on a normal DC position. With that, I can just go to on position, and you'll notice that the screen turns on and the fan turns on as well. Then I can simply just adjust this knob to light up the scene. So yeah, I'm totally going off of just the battery over here, and I am currently at 64%. I haven't really tested the battery life, and it will probably depend on how much of a capacity that you have on this battery. Yeah, I just wanted to showcase that it is possible to light up the scene with just the mere batteries, and this is a compact setup and it is working quite well. And I don't think these two short batteries are going to last very long, because on this short shooting I went from 64% to 60%, and it is just reducing further, so it is draining quite rather quickly. So I don't think it is going to last a very long time. But if you get one of those high capacity ones that are like 4 or 5 times thicker than these two batteries, then you'll be able to power it on for quite a long time, I assume. And let's just flip back to the past. But I can just use a regular power supply and then put it into the power section and turn it on. Yep, you can see the display coming on. I can hear the fan, and then change the brightness perhaps. Oh, the scene is lightning scene. Interesting. How do I change that? The speed for lightning is slow, normal, fast. I don't think I want that. So there's a bunch of different scenes that you can play with, but I don't really need those. So I'm just gonna go to the regular scene and then just change the brightness. Currently the color temperature is at 5600 Kelvin. I'm gonna see if I can make this remote work. Hold down the power button to turn it on. Reduce the brightness so that the scene is not completely burnt out. And then here it says 20% for some reason. I'm just gonna hold down the channel button to modify the channel down to channel 1, because this one says channel 1. And then I also need to change the group. So I'm gonna hold down the channel button again, and then perhaps click it once more to change the group. And this is group A. So channel 1, group A, it is this light. So I can change the brightness. Yep, there you go. So I can change the brightness that way. For whatever reason, it says 2500 Kelvin over here, yet the color temperature on the display here doesn't change. So I wonder if the color temperature option is just not available with this specific unit. So if I were to click it once, then it will just turn off the light. Click it again to turn it on. Or if I want to turn off the remote, I hold down the power button and then it'll just turn off the remote. So just turn off the light, turn on the light, turn off the light, turn on the light. Let me just have the brightness slightly down so that it's not as bright. Let me just park it at 1% so it is on. And since this is literally sitting inches away from my ear, I can definitely hear the fan noise, but if it is a little bit away from me, it's not going to be as audible, I would think. But in a very quiet room, that might be something that you'll be able to pick up. And the fan is constant. I don't think it increases depending on the brightness of the device. 1% or when it is off, the fan is still on. So yeah, it is not variable speed. And here, more bag. And then in the plastic bag, got the diffuser. And then over here is a umbrella-like softbox. I don't have a manual of some kind, so this is proving to be a little bit difficult to spread all the arms. But I guess you just open it up and it just locks in place. Okay, so you just open up the Velcro so you can kind of stretch a little bit. And then do the Velcro back again. Nice. Okay, time to put it on. Okay, so locked in place, and then I gotta put this diffuser on. And I realize I got two diffusers. One is smaller, the other one is bigger. So I guess you could diffuse it once inside to these points that are inside. It's kind of hard to show you and do this at the same time, but yes, do the diffuser inside like that. This is the one that goes on the outside, so just put it to the inner edge. It's like puzzle. I don't know about you, but I take joy in solving puzzles. Okay, that works. So reflector out and light box is on. The soft box is on. Let's turn it back on. It's on that lightning mode, I guess. So this is 0%, 1%, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then goes to 100%, really bright. You can't see anything. Goes back down to 1%, and it's a nice soft light. I like that. It's just complete whiteness. So let me just move it around to show you what impact that this light makes. Okay, so it's on the side of me, and then I can just increase the light like so. I like that look. I really like the soft light. Perhaps I just need to reduce the main light and showcase this. Okay, so the scene is a bit dark since this is only 1%. So you are seeing the light, but it's not shedding much light on me. So perhaps I need to increase the height of this light so that the light is coming from top a little bit. So here right now it is sitting at 1% and the light is over here, so I need to step back a little bit. And then this is what you can see going up to 5%. This is what it looks like. Pretty well lit, I would say. Went up to 10%. Nice soft light here. And obviously you'll probably keep the light out of the scene so that you don't see this weird glow on the corner. But I wanted you to see the light, so that's what I'm doing here. 20%. It's now going a little bit too bright in my opinion. Everyone's opinion may vary. And then if we go up to 50%, yeah, it is too bright. And if we go 100%, it's too bright, obviously. So let me just bring it back down to maybe 15. A granular control like that is available. So 50%. This is what the scene looks like. As I get closer, it kind of burns up. But as I get further, you get nice softly lit area. Maybe up to 20%, I can get a little bit further. So yeah, this is what the scene looks like. Yeah, so this is a short showcase of the product from Weeylite Ninja 300. If you also find this light to be useful for your case scenario, then please use the link in the description to purchase this light. And if you have liked this content, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel to continue watching these type of videos. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Bye.